Is it live? Reload. Reload chat. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think I'll reset this time too. Yeah. So at the end of last stream, is it zoomed in? Maybe a bit more. I switched back to SDL3, but during the day, kind of bothered me that I couldn't get GTK to work. So with the help of my good friend Cloud, I did manage to get it to work. Make, build, run. Yeah, look at that. Well, maybe don't look at that. Just crashed the program. I mean, it's fine. But it works. You can't move it, but it works. Okay, that's pretty cool. So the main thing to change was to not use any of what's it called, the undefined constants or macros. I'm not sure. I think they were macros because they were calling other functions and Zig didn't like it. And it's a bit loud. And then I had to cast the types explicitly instead of using the type from the C library. But my guess is I only have to do it for the window, so it's fine. I still don't know what's the main change is, I would say, the type. It's a bit annoying, square verbose. I suppose I could have just done var. Never mind. I don't want to change it, but it's working. Yeah. Before I decided to do it, actually, let me update the title. Oh, actually, no, it's already on GTK. Although it's not done yet. And you'll notice that the window was much bigger. It's mainly because tiling is switched on. If I switch it off and then run zig build run, it goes back to being small one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Switch it back on. Oh jeez, come on. Okay, so the next step is to set up some form of communication and maybe also do this better, because in the first episode of window he did set up the window, and also you could get messages from the window. We still have to do that, but it's going in the right direction now. Only took 3 days, 4. But if you are what's it called, building on Windows, you gotta appreciate Handmade Hero. It does reduce a lot of the heartache you face early on just to open a window. I guess I could have avoided too if I had just used. See? So some of it is my own. Set title bar. Interesting. Activate also presents the window. A lot of it is still hazy. I understand a little bit what an application is and a little bit of what a window is in GTK. Guessing all I need to know is I did read a little bit. I think as far as I understand, Windows fonts like buttons and all that stuff are like widgets in GTK. Yeah, I might read this. How big is this? Right, not too bad. GTK is a widget toolkit. Each UI created by GTK consists of widgets. It's implemented in C using G-Object. An object-oriented framework for C. Widgets are organized in a hierarchy. The window widget is the main container. The user interface is then built by adding buttons, drop-down menus, input fields, and other widgets to the window. If you're creating complex user interfaces, it's recommended to use GTK Builder and a GTK specific. Yeah, I don't need this because I think we don't need to build an interface, but this is good to know. It's kind of like HTML. I had a look at one of the markup files. Pretty neat. I think they might have it here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's XML. Okay. Interesting. This is interesting. Okay, let me just go back. I don't want to know about the interface or GTK Builder. GTK is event driven. I want to know more about this. The toolkit listens for events such as click, passes event to your application. This chapter contains some tutorial information and get started with GTK programming. It assumes that you have GTK, its dependencies, and a C compiler. Refer to, yep. Hello world, packing, buttons, drawing. I think I can skip most of it. After this. Yeah, I think I can skip packing and custom drawing and building interfaces. Right. So this is almost exactly what I've done, except I found that in newer GTK versions, the you have to add the what's it called, the header explicitly. Kind of makes sense. So that was Juice Myth. Oh, I'll just call it Juice. So that's a hard name. Jamad or Juice is fine. I think Juice is easy. Hey mate, welcome. I think I don't have any alerts on. Guessing that was a raid. Let me open my stream manager. Pop-up chat. Thank you for the raid and looking hella stylish. Cheers, thank you. Since you're here, I just started Handmade Hero on Linux with Zig. I mean, as the title says. I'm just trying to get Windows working in Zig. I've got one up and running. It took a lot of work. It took like 4 days to get the window up. And right now I'm just figuring out how to communicate with the window. Yeah, that's what's going on. All right. Yeah, it's a series by, I don't know, Casey Muratori, and made here. It's pretty popular. And he's got this whole series on how to build a game from scratch. And I was like, I should give it a try. I'll leave it here if you're interested. It's pretty good. Like it's huge, but it goes through like everything. I was watching Better Software Conference. And I think it was like last week. And almost all these developers, they were inspired by like Casey or like Handmade Hero. I would say most of them. Yeah, sure. I mean, I can turn it off. Just leave it. Okay, sure. I've got my left ear's fucked as well. I hear, I don't know, like a high pitch. Okay, sure, no worries. Don't really need the music. Yeah, so what I was saying was I was watching this conference and then most of them like were inspired by Handmade Hero. And I was like, I gotta try it too. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's why I decided I should give it a shot. Too much information. What do you mean? Me or the tinnitus guy? Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. I missed the joke then. Oh, you mean the oops thing? Yeah. But turns out opening a window on Linux not that easy, especially if you don't use any abstractions. I was using this thing called SDL3. Oh, okay. That was my left one. Oh, it's opposite. Okay, now I get it. No worries. I think you just missed the order of the message, but otherwise, it's a good joke. Yeah, so anyway, I was using this thing, SDL3. But then during one of well, the first one, not one, because I'm still on, I think this one, day 2. I'm on day 2 for like 4 days now. And it was like, we're going to build our own renderer. And I think I thought it might make more sense to use what's native. So yeah, that's why GTK. But now I gotta figure out how to like communicate with the window. So I'm reading some docs. Okay, so where was I? Yep, no need to compile. It's like it's Pop OS. I don't know if you know. It's Debian. It's I think it's based on yeah. It's like the people from System 76. Yeah. Yeah. I would say yes. I don't know what DWM means. But I don't know if you used it lately, but they support like a window manager comes built in. Oh yeah, exactly. And like you can switch. It's like i3 without i3, without the config. So it's pretty cool. So once I started using Pop, I got rid of i3. So it's like don't have to config anymore. Even if blah 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 installs header files. Got it. Yeah, so far I've got it on my old laptop and this computer. So far I haven't had any problems. Yeah. But I think it's gotten a lot better. It's pretty cool. Mainly for the window management. Otherwise I would have just used Ubuntu or something else. I think before I was using Ubuntu with i3. But then I had to like switch computers one time. And then I forgot. I had the config, but I just couldn't get it to work. I recently switched to Hyperland. I have heard of Hyperland. I know, I have seen it. Yeah. I had a look at it. I mean, it looks fucking cool, if I'm honest. It looks awesome. Excuse me. I mean, to be fair, mine looks quite boring too. But I don't really care that much. Like, far too much work to make it look pretty. But I did the bare minimum. I changed the default theme and the shell theme. Yeah. Mine is also a standard KDE. What's KDE? Don't have time for configuring everything again and again. Yeah, I hear you, Devnin. Yeah. That's why I switched to pop. It, I think it's most painful when you switch computers. Thought you were streaming from Windows just now. I wouldn't know. But yeah, believe you. The same applies to NeoVim. I don't have time repairing my config every day. I think that's bit of a stretch. Like I don't know. I've been using for NeoVim for 3 years now, and then I used to use Vim before. I have to say I don't change the config that much. Like once a year or something, maybe twice a year when I do any updates. Nah, I would still use NeoVim. I wouldn't go to VS Code. I use VS Code for the debugger, but that's it. I have a laptop from work. I have to use Windows, miss my Linux every day. Yeah, I feel you. I haven't used Windows in a long while. How is Windows? The speed, the ease. Is that a good window manager for Windows? I feel like there should be. Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I mean, I've used Linux for so long now. I don't know. I don't even want to imagine going back to Windows. Okay. The GTK application purpose of main is to create GTK application object and run it. Example pointer named app can be initialized. It's not worth it, don't do it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. When I saw the series Handmade Hero, He does start on Windows, so I was thinking maybe should I do it in Windows? But then I was like, I think it'd be more challenging and fun to try to get it to work on Linux. Because otherwise, I'd be just following the video. It's not that fun. I mean, it's a little bit frustrating too. Fuck. Yeah. Um. Seems like it. Especially with Windows getting worse. I've heard. I don't know. I think PewDiePie switching to Linux was the best thing that could have happened to it. In creating an application, you need to pick an identifier and pass it to new. Yep. This example org dot. Okay, so that's like the identifier. Oh yeah, I've heard that. That if every time you open the start menu, it's React, which is crazy. On like on an operating system, that's wild. Yeah, no thanks. No, for this statement, Linux like everywhere. Navigation systems, DVD players, smart TVs, etc. Yeah, it is everywhere. Yeah, I saw the React thing, which I thought was like mental. Even on the browser, it sucks. Like, it's not as fast. Yeah, I think so, like a version of it. I think they built something on top of. Yeah. You mean it's been like React for years? Isn't that why Microsoft tried to switch to Linux underneath or something? I mean, that would be suicide, I think, at this point. Would that work even? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't know. Actually, could Microsoft? I don't think so. Because imagine the number of APIs they would have to change. Maybe with AI, you could get it to like translate the APIs. I mean, now you can even play games on Linux fairly okay. I play like Counter Strike on my other computer, the old one, and it works fine for the old computer. For an old computer, sorry. Yep. Pick an identifier and pass it to new. Yep. I mean, it just needs to be unique, I guess. Some technologies make exclusive uses of reverse DNS style identifiers, like Apple does. For applications, one of the first things you'll need to do when developing an application, choose an identifier. Okay. Application identifiers are widely used. Changing them later can cause problems. Application IDs are used in the following places: GTK application by dbus to name your application on the message bus. Okay. This is the primary means of communicating between applications. Interesting. That's the name of your .desktop file. Okay. I've seen it in some installations. It's the base name of G setting schema. It's a way to remember state information about your application. Okay. The precise rules that make a valid application ID are two or more elements separated by a period. Each element must contain one or more alphanumeric characters plus underscore and hyphen. Must not start with a digit. All of them must have an underscore. The empty string is not valid. The ID must be less than 255 characters. Okay. Good to know. Mm-hmm. Lastly, new application new takes application flags as input. If your application would have special needs, no special needs here. Yeah, this is what I want to know about. Goes to like different documentation. The activate signal is connected to the activate function above the main function. The activate signal will be emitted when your application is launched with application run on the line below. Excuse me. The application run can also take as arguments the command line arguments. Interesting. Oh, I don't take any. Your application can override command line handling. Example, open files passed on the command line. Application can override the command line handling. Example, to open files passed on the command line. Okay. With yeah, I mean, but I think there's no other way. There's not a lot of stuff about GTK. I found like one blog post and didn't prove to be that useful either. Well, I just want to like understand the basics and then yeah, because I had a look I only have to read this much. I don't care about packing, drawing, interfaces. Like maybe this bit. Opening files, I don't care. Menu, don't care. Yeah, just this bit and the activate. Sound a lot. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Excuse me. Within the application run, the activate signal is sent. We proceed. We then proceed into activate function of the application. This is where we construct the GTK window so that window is shown when the application is launched. Make sense? Window new creates a new application window and store a pointer to it in the window variable. Yep. The window will have a frame, title bar, not on the newer ones, and window controls depending on the platform. We can set the title, takes a window pointer and a string. The pointer is a GTK widget pointer. Well, that explains why you have to cast it. Interesting. Okay, no, that was the next sentence. We need to cast it to GTK window. Instead of casting window via typical C cast like that, window can be cast using the macro GTK window. Honestly, this method wasted a day of my life. Because yeah, it was calling so many other methods. Pain in the ass. Just use this. It's a lot easier. GTK window will check. Yeah, see? All this check not necessary. So if you just get the window on the line above. Forecasting and emit a warning if the check fails. I don't maybe. Finally, window size, yeah, it's easy, height and width. Hey, cheers for the raid, Devnin. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. I'll drop by your stream. Interesting. Yep, you can set the. Where was I? Okay. Here. Finally, the window size is set using get default size. And the window is then shown by GTK via GTK window present, and you pass the window. So far, so good. So you create an application, call activate, which then creates a window. You can set all the window stuff in there, and then you finally call window present. Okay, makes sense. When you close the window by pressing the X button, the application run call returns this one. Right, okay. Have to unref. Don't think. Yeah, I don't use the status as well. When you close the window, pressing the X button called returns a number which, yep. So status is, yep, got it. What type is it? It's just an int. Afterwards, the application object is freed from memory with unref. Finally, the status trigger is return and the application exits. While the program is running, GTK is receiving events. These are typically input events caused by the user interacting with your program. Okay, yes, this is what I want to know. Also things like messages from the window manager or other applications. GTK processes these and as a result, signals may be emitted on your widgets. Connecting handlers for these signals, excuse me, is how you normally make your program do something. Okay, let's have a look. There was nothing about the events themselves. Yeah, maybe here. Yep, same. Create new application. Signal connect. And then we run the application. You create a window, set title. Set default size. Box. Interesting. H align center. Width align. Okay, no, horizontal and vertical. Okay. Align center. It's kind of like HTML. You set the child to the window. Then you draw the button within the box. Button with label. Signal connect. Interesting. Can I know what G signal? Not here. I want to know what it actually does. Does it just call callback? Okay, it also handles some event. seems like. Signal connect swapped. Button clicked. GTK window destroy. Window. Not sure what this swap does. GTK box append. Yeah, you append the button to the box, which was my guess too. And then you can present the window. Yeah. So do they have a link to set child? Window destroy. Set GTK widget point. Those are declared to accomplish this. Okay, I see they're all just widgets. That's why you gotta cast them. Set window, set child. Okay, no, you don't need to cast them menu. Set child. I mean, I could try this. What's your favorite programming language? I don't know. I think it's Go. Yeah, I think it's Golang. Sorry, Juice. I thought you left. Didn't know you were here. Yeah, but right now I'm exploring Zig. I'm liking it quite a lot. Golang is what I use for work. What about yours? Elixir at the moment, but I fancy Ruby too. I've never tried Elixir. Or Ruby for that matter. Is Elixir like a functional programming language? My guess is yes. What was your first programming language? Ruby has like everything built in, and Elixir is a functional programming language that tries to look like Ruby. Yes. Okay. Java. Okay. Do you still program in Java? Okay. Did you? I've never done Java. I think when I was doing computer science, there was a class on Java, but I never paid any attention. Never tried Java. Why do people avoid Java so much? It's nice because it's super hard typed, but only to learn. Okay. Isn't Java like everywhere too? Not everywhere, like I guess a lot of companies use Java. Let's try adding a button. So we need a box is c.gtk. What was the method called? Something box. The paradigms in the language feel old, and to get anything done, you need to write the whole book. There are almost never simple approaches to problems. The balance just seems way off. Yeah, I've heard that one about Java. Yes, many companies use Java. Yeah, that was my guess. I wonder why they use Java. They don't want to get anything done. How do I get a box? Oh, box new. New, and I think I can just check. Takes an object, which I think is the window. Turns the GTK widget. They won't be people who just do and don't think. Yeah, that's true. And then when shit goes wrong, they blame you. Even though you just did what they asked. Don't ask me how I know. It's government subsidized. Need to keep people busy somehow. I have no idea. But I do believe you. It's like, yeah, do I have to? Yeah, cast it. GTK window, was it? Okay. Pointer. This is the most annoying bit, the whole thing. And then it said like GTK pen. I don't know if it was called the pen child. Something like that. Just call that. What's your least favorite programming language? Yeah, that is a hard question. C sharp. Of the ones I know, I think C sharp is my least favorite. I don't know why though. I just don't like it. What's yours? Makes no sense. Yeah, it is a hard question. I think maybe because we don't do Java. Oh, well, you do Java, so I don't know. Docat. Docast. Okay, so how do I... What is that? TK orientation vertical. It's a callback. That makes no sense. This might not work. And then you can set TK widget set H align. Guessing you need the application. No, it's the wrong method. Okay, there we go. You need the widget. You still thinking? What's I think it might legit be Java, C# on second, and Perl fuckery on third. I never tried Perl, so I don't know. That sounds reasonable. So you hate your first programming language that you learned. That must have been a rough start. Because it's not defined. Is that a typo? GTK line center. Enjoyed learning programming, not so much the 3 years of courses with it. Okay. And then for me, the first time I tried to learn programming in college. Yeah, I couldn't get it. I mean, I got it, but I didn't know. They taught us C, and initially it was a lot of fun, but then I couldn't see how applications would be built, like real world stuff. So I just lost interest. And on the second time, when I tried to learn it myself, I what would I? Yeah, it was C# first, and then I saw that it's kind of leading me down the same path, and it was so much boilerplate for starting an application. I switched to JavaScript, and that's when I actually understood stuff, because I could see things showing up on the screen, on the browser at least. So that's when I actually understood programming. So I do like JavaScript, even though people don't like it. I think when it helped me to understand programming. Java made sense in that way because everything is an object and it's very apparent from the beginning. Okay, maybe I should have paid attention to Java. But I think at that point, I was just too lazy. So you can imagine how the world works as you see everything being an object around you. That makes sense. Maybe. I also don't like JS. Yeah, I mean I also don't dislike JS. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Although I miss the types from TS sometimes. I have to say I'm not a big fan of TypeScript. I wish it was hidden types, so if something changes and fails down the line, you don't have to search through the whole app. Yeah, that is true. I think when I was programming in JavaScript, that was one of the biggest frustrations. Then I switched to TypeScript. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. It was. Then all of a sudden, you're just like making types. Well, I don't know. I didn't enjoy TypeScript. But I think to fix that particular problem, to like check something down the line, you can use JSDoc. Pretty good. Yeah, true. Because at my last workplace, we had one project repository with JavaScript and JSDoc, and one with TypeScript. The JavaScript one was much easier. Otherwise, don't type anything. Yeah, I think that's a good option too. And child, I guess you need window, cast, and box. I don't think it. I don't know about the linting. But it does stop you from what's it called? Like when you call a function, you can see what type of variable it takes. I don't think it's. I don't know if it might work. I think I've never tried it with the linter. I think it does, but you would have to like look it up. GTK window set child. Box, and then we need const button. If you change the type signature, does it give errors everywhere it's used? Yeah, I think so. I think that's one of the main things it does. But it's JavaScript. You can still run it, but you'll have to fix it. Button new with label. Yeah. Yeah, me either. Yeah, I do like it too. Especially when you get to delete lines. Oh yeah, 100%. Good. G signal connect. Was it the app or the window? I'm guessing it's the app. Licked was the event. And callback. Can I just go close? Nid Noi. No, I don't speak any Thai. Do you speak Thai? I mean, it's quite funny. I've been living here for 10 years, 9 years, 9 years. Yeah, so I still don't speak language. I mean, I've taught my Thai friends English. I don't know if that counts. Nice. How did you know that I was living in Thailand? Did I dox myself? Destroy window. And I guess you need to pass window. Oh, you don't. Destroy. Cause I gotta cast it. Okay, I believe you. The GTK window. Destroy. Guess that's it. Why doesn't the LSP work? Why do you need the comma? It's hard to find software dev job in Thailand. I'd like to move somewhere next year. Preferably a remote job, but otherwise might have to look for one there. At the moment, I think yeah, it is. I don't think there's a lot of jobs in Thailand. I think anywhere for that matter. I don't know about anywhere, but most of the jobs are like, I think, I mean, as far as I know, like all the money is going to AI. So I guess just all over the world. It's just more of AI stuff. But I have a feeling, I mean, I think maybe I don't know how long, but there will be a need for more developers. Because, I mean, AI is creating more code, so you'll need more developers soon. Yeah, I would say so too. I think people like it'll take some time before people realize that they do need to like, I mean, even if I think there was a good argument a long time ago by somebody, I don't remember. Because let's say you have a developer and then he can use AI, obviously it's going to do better. So you want to hire more developers because you can build stuff faster and more of it. But right now, I think, as far as I see, excuse me, most of the money is going towards AI companies. So, yeah, I don't know how long it's going to be. Yeah, it's kind of shitty at coding, not gonna lie. I mean, it's not that bad, but I think you can't fully replace programmers, at least not yet. Mathematicians are still needed today, even though we have calculators. I'm betting on being a mathematician. I, I mean, I don't know about the first part. I don't think they're related, but I'm on the same boat. I am betting on being a better programmer, if anything. Yeah, because I mean, I love to program. I don't want to do anything else. So, yeah, but I do think it's also an opportunity to set yourself apart. It's a lot easier than ever because thanks to AI, like most people are getting quite lazy and they don't, as far as I see, they don't understand things in depth. So if you can do that, you can set yourself apart. And so yeah, I guess that's my 2 cents on it. But you need a fucking comma here. Okay. Box and then go to add the button to the box. Exactly. Only the real dedicated people to the art of programming are continuing their pursuit for knowledge and depth. Yeah, I think so too. Like for the people who wanted the outcome, they can use the AI. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. Like, if you just wanted the program, I think it's a great time for you to. And I think for people who want to get better at programming, it's a great time for us too, because it's much easier. You can look shit up. I mean, read in the docs. You can use the AI to like ask questions and shit. So I think there's opportunities all around. But it's a gamble. I don't know if it's for sure. Maybe next week they'll come up with an AI that makes all of us obsolete. I don't know. But I like programming too much, so I'm still gonna program. Yeah, true. But you never know. I'm not very good at making predictions, so I don't try. I mean, when it happens, we'll deal with it when it happens, if it happens. In the meantime, just get better at your craft. What kind of, I'm guessing you work as a Java developer or Elixir? Okay. What kind of front end developer? I mean, that's fine. There's a lot of React jobs. I mean, if you're looking for a job, I can recommend. I can like what's it called? Not recommend. What's the word? Refer you to somebody. A friend of mine who works in Bangkok. I think there's a few people I know who have React devs on the team. Excuse me. You can find on my Twitch thing. There's the Discord link. You can add me there. I can refer you to some places if you want. I'll try. I mean, I can't guarantee anything, but I can try. And they pay well too. One of the places. I don't know about the others. I think it's like a German Thai company, if I understand correctly. Unless you work. No, I don't think you work there because it's not a AI company. Okay, you pen to box. Yeah, if you need it. If you're fine, it's okay. Maybe it's considered violent. Yeah, let me know. I mean, if you have a job, it's fine. I'm guessing that's you. Yeah. Box append. Do I have to cast it? No, it's already a widget. Don't know why my... Okay, it does work. Box. And... takes a box and the child returns nothing. Oops. Oh, I think it just crashed my computer. Oh no, just... Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, I'm guessing that's it. That should work. Signal connect, board arguments. Data. Data is null. Expected pointer to function. Okay, so what does it need? Okay, handler is any type. That doesn't help. What's the difference? Handler, data, destroy data. Okay, let's try that. Wait. Oops. And connect flags. Expected pointer. Can I just do that? Okay. Expected type GTK box. Okay. Box append as okay box pointer cast box. Expect a pointer type found, see import struct GTK box. How come you ended up in Thailand? I used to work as a dive instructor before I switched to programming. I used to work as a dive instructor here. I used to work in India for a bit, and then I moved here for the diving, and then I stayed. It's a GTK widget. Yeah, I mean, I do like it here. Okay, I think I need to cast it to a pointer. Guessing that's why the previous one didn't work. How long have you been living here? Did you say 6 months? Not sure. Not sure I remember. This should close it. Obviously it doesn't. Does it give me anything? Nothing. I live in Belgium and my wife moved here. We will hopefully move back soon. Okay, nice. Ah, nice. We went to school in Thailand. We lived here for 6 months and moved here. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of Europeans here. A lot. Okay, nice. In between 6 months to a year. You gotta use Signal Connect. They're all pointers. Does it have a signature? Doesn't. Isn't it super late? No, it's super early. I just woke up maybe a couple of hours ago. I mean, it's the only time I can stream. between 4 and 7. Because after like 6 in the evening, I get super lazy. And yeah, I've noticed, I don't know, my mind doesn't work that well. Yeah, it is super early. I like it. Usually by 3 or 4 o'clock, I mean, my day is like done. Then I just chill out. Yeah, because I was thinking, I thought you lived in Thailand, so I was like, yeah, it's quite late for you too. Signal connect, come on. Data. Optional pointer to a. Hang on. Signal connect data. Instance detailed signal. That's a string. Handler. Okay, there's one more. No, there isn't. This handler and this data. I don't know what type it is. Let's try it 0. Usually works. I don't understand the error. Expected pointer to any opaque found comp time. I mean, okay. That was the int. Yeah, it's optional, so it can be null. I think this is something else. Optional con pointer to const function. Okay. I think I see why. It's the callback. But this is a. Okay, I think I got it. So I need function, maybe public function destroy window. Set c dot. Don't remember. Hang on, let me check the signature. Not standard. Sig. No, not this one. How do I call a function? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong place. Casting. See. I saw it yesterday. No. Call convert. Is that it? Yeah. And dot c void. And here I can just call c dot gtk window destroy. I can pass w. Oh, it's small c. Don't think it can take. Oh no, it can. Takes nothing. But it does need a window. It's gonna be tricky. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for hanging out, Juice. Have a good night. I'm gonna call it a day soon as well. No worries. Thank you too. You had some good questions. I don't think I can call. Fuck. This question here. Sure thing. Have a good night. Aha, I see. It's not connect. Hey, I am me. That is you. Why are you choosing GTK? I think it's more native to Linux as far as I understand. It's closer to the OS than STL, which is an abstraction. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. So that was my reasoning. Okay, I think it kind of, at least the button works. Yeah. I still can't communicate with stuff. That's the only problem. Rotation vertical. And this works too, which I'm quite surprised. Okay, because it's just a const. That makes sense. I mean, that's good to know. So I'd need a box which I can then append my. Okay, I can remove this and that. It should just be the window. Right. Okay. Yes. Yep. I can add the unref. I remember G object. Oh, it's already here. Mm-hmm. Window destroy. Okay, this is to close. Packing. I don't need to do packing. I still no. So the only question left unanswered is GTK application. I can close this. Window child. Window destroy. I want to know how to capture events. So I guess I need to do. I'll have to spend one more day on Windows, which is fine. And then I can move forward to allocating a back buffer, which should be a lot easier comparing to opening a window. GTK events. Oh, it's kind of like, I mean, not kind of, it looks exactly like the web. Okay, I'll leave this here. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a day there. This documentation is much better than the GTK one. Okay. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.